Morning everyone and welcome back to another vlog. I haven't vlogged in a couple of weeks actually because well, life has been pretty busy and I didn't feel that great and I just tried to step away from the camera a little bit. So yeah, I've decided now that obviously I want to carry on vlogging. I'm sort of in the final sort of stretch of my pregnancy now and I sort of want to capture it all, and I will do like a little bit of an update with you as to what happened. But yeah, I'm now 32 weeks this week. Time is disappearing very, very quickly. We are madly trying to get ourselves organised, get the house sorted and things like that. So yeah, what am I doing today? I'm meeting a friend today and we're going for a walk, and she has a new dog. He's still a puppy. He's not a new puppy because she's had him for a little while now, but he is still a puppy. And I think he is a Sprocker Spaniel. I think that's what he is. I'll have to double check when I see her. And his name's Biffy, so I'm really excited to meet him today because I haven't seen him yet. So we're gonna go for a wander and maybe grab a cuppa and things like that. And then, I don't know, that'll probably be my day today. And then tomorrow, I think Ryan is off work tomorrow and we've got a few bits and pieces to try and sort out at home. So yeah, I don't really know what the plan is for the week, but I thought I would just vlog and sort of catch you all up. And yeah. Sorry, I just had to run up the stairs and check my phone. My watch is currently updating, so it's all on the charger and everything. My phone's right next to it. But my friend's just texted to say she is on her way. So I just thought while I was waiting for her, I would catch you up a little bit. More so because obviously, like I said when I started all these vlogs, that I wanted to capture all the memories. And obviously I want to be able to remember them as well. So yeah, my 28-week midwife appointment was absolutely fine. Everything was okay. And not long after that, I started feeling really run down. I was just constantly exhausted. I was really struggling to get about. I had really bad pelvic pain. I wasn't sleeping because of this chest pain I had at night and pain in my hips. And I think it was just a mixture of everything, maybe like my body growing, everything changing, not being able to sleep. And when I say not being able to sleep, I was going to bed at sort of finally falling asleep about 11, half 11. And then every half an hour I was tossing and turning because I was in so much pain, keeping Ryan awake. And then I'd wake up around 4 o'clock in the morning and then I wouldn't be able to sleep again. So I wasn't really getting any good sleep, and I then went to the GP and explained what was going on, how I felt, because obviously I don't know what's normal, what's not. I've never had a baby before. And the only thing that concerned me was that all through my pregnancy, apart from the 2 weeks right at the beginning where I felt really rough, and obviously a lot of that was down to hormones, morning sickness, and all things like that, I've felt quite well since then. Like, I think I've done really well. I know a lot of people who've really struggled with their pregnancies and have really rough times, and I've been really fortunate and I've been the complete opposite. Like, I've not had any problems whatsoever. All of just like all the normal things basically. So to feel like that and wake up in the morning and just feel like I've been hit by a bus wasn't really normal for me. I know some people do feel like that in pregnancy, but it wasn't normal for me, and that's how I explained it to her. And the GP was absolutely lovely. She went through everything with me. She found a couple of things obviously like that she didn't think was normal, and at the time there was a concern that perhaps I was at risk of having a clot, because I was really short of breath as well. But from the conversation we had, I was very happy that the pain I was having was muscular. She was on the fence, she wasn't 100% sure, so it was something that was going to be kept an eye on, it was going to be monitored, and if anything was to get worse or change, then I was going to end up going straight to the hospital and being scanned straight away. And she signed me off work for 2 weeks for rest and just to sort of try and not do anything and sort of try and get myself back to how I was feeling. And to be honest, at first I was just a little bit like, oh, this isn't really what I wanted, but after I've had the 2 weeks off, I've now been back to work for around a week and a half, yeah, around 10 days. And and it was probably the best thing that I did, to be honest. As much as I didn't want to go off sick while I was pregnant, it was, I think, really, really good. And I just had to give in, I think, really. I had to give in, slow down a little bit and sort of catch up with myself, and I felt a lot better for it. And now I'm back to sort of feeling how I am. Don't get me wrong, I get to the end of the day and I'm absolutely knackered, and some days are worse than others and I can't even function properly. But again, I think that's all completely normal. That's all part of being pregnant and just your body changing and growing a small baby, really. So yeah, and then I had my 31-week midwife appointment. And again, the majority of that was fine. Urine was fine, fetal heart rate was fine, positioning was okay. It was better than it was because originally the baby was sitting completely transverse. So I tried to do a bit more walking and things like that. And because I wasn't at my desk all day, and I think I was moving around, the baby moved and is now, or at the time was head down, not really engaged, which I'm not worried about at this time because I've still got quite a while to go. But they did have its head sort of buried in the right side of my pelvis, which is why I was getting more pain on one side than the other, which again made things make a lot more sense. And the only other concern that really came up was that I had low platelets, and they dropped quite a bit from the previous lot of blood sets that were about 2 weeks before, I think they were. So the good thing is, I suppose that means I wasn't really at risk of having a clot. I was probably more at risk of having a bleed. And because they had just fallen below the limit, it was agreed that we would wait until my next appointment. They would take bloods again, check where they are, and if they're at the same level or have reduced again, then I'm going to have to go and see a consultant. I've done a little bit of research, and I'm hoping it's not really going to be a big issue. I'm hoping that we can still carry on as normal, that I'll be able to stay midwife-led and not have to go to the hospital, I guess. I've tried to change my diet a little bit. My iron was absolutely fine, which I found really strange. My iron is absolutely fine, but my platelets are low. And the midwife couldn't really give me much information about what I can do to increase my platelets, and that's because there isn't an awful lot you can do, to be honest. It's quite hard. So I spoke to a pharmacist as well. I spoke to my own mum, who is a midwife as well. And the only sort of things that I could find from them and research was to take an additional supplement that's iron based, but because you're building iron, in theory your platelets should build with it, from what I understood, from how they were explaining it. And I've tried changing our diet a little bit so that we eat a lot more green leafy veg and things like that, and just generally trying to, I don't know, be a little bit healthier, I guess. I mean, that was something that I was focusing on in this last sort of stretch anyway, because I know that the baby takes a lot of nutrients at this time. So I was really sort of cramming in all the fruit and veg and things like that. So yeah, that is where we're at. Really long, rambly update. I'm 32 weeks at the moment. The supplement, I think, has helped me feel a lot better. Having the 2 weeks off work did me the world of good, as much as I didn't want to give in and do it. And yeah, I've now got, I think, 6 weeks left in work, I think, until I go on maternity leave. And I've actually used some of my annual leave each week, and I've sort of booked a day off each week to make my weeks shorter, just so that I get a little bit of balance. For anyone who doesn't know, I work sort of a 9 to 5, Monday to Friday type office-based job. It's not physically exhausting, however, it can be quite mentally exhausting, I think, and that's what tires me out. And just when you're not sleeping and things like that, it can be quite draining. So yeah, that has been the plan. We're hoping that everything's going to be fine. I'm definitely feeling a lot better in myself. And yeah, that is the main update. I can't believe how quick the time has gone around, and it's really scary. Our house is complete chaos at the moment because nesting has well and truly kicked in. and I've sort of been tearing apart kitchen cupboards and clearing out everything. We're trying to order all the last bits and pieces. We've had a lot of our furniture delivered. We're waiting for our pram to arrive from Belgium. And yeah, it's just, everything's chaos at the moment, I feel like. So we're just trying to take it all in and get everything done, take everything off the list. We have like lists for lists for lists at the moment. And then I make new lists because we get so much done, and I think, right, okay, we can make a more concise list. So yeah, we've got a few things that we still need to do. And like I said, I think that's going to be the plan for tomorrow. We're going to get a bit more done. And we've decided that although we're not due towards the end of April, we really want to get everything done by the end of March, with the plan being that if anything happens and it happens early, then we're absolutely fine, we're sorted and organised. But also it means that any time we have between the end of March and obviously when I give birth, that any days off that Ryan has or I have, we can actually spend time together rather than running to Mothercare to buy the last bits and pieces that we need, or putting furniture up and tidying out cupboards and cleaning and things like that. Yeah, it means we can spend a bit more time together, I guess. So yeah, like I said, one big massive rambly update, but I hope that sort of sums it up a little bit as to where I've been, what I've been doing, why things have been a little bit quiet. But yeah, other than that, I'm now feeling good. I slept quite well last night, which is why I'm all smiley. I wasn't like this the other morning. I think yesterday I woke up at 3:30, and at 5 when Ryan got up for work, I was still awake. And I got up with Ryan, which doesn't normally happen because obviously I get up later than him for where I work. And yeah, I don't know, I went out yesterday and had some tea and cake with my mum and my sisters, which was really nice. And that was my first day off work, sort of leading up to, as in one of the days I've taken off each week leading up to my maternity leave. And I instantly knew that morning that I'd made the right decision by doing that and sort of getting a bit more balance. And I think I have 2 weeks where I haven't booked days off. And looking at my annual leave, I think I still have quite a bit left. So I think I might make some of them 3-day weeks, and obviously those 2 weeks I'm going to even out and make 4-day weeks, I think. Just because I want to work up as far as possible. And I want to stick to sort of the date that I agreed with them, and it keeps me busy. I like being in work, I enjoy working there, and it keeps me busy during the day rather than sort of sat around thinking about everything that needs doing and this baby arriving soon. So yeah, that is the plan. What am I going to do now? I'm going to go and finish getting ready, finish waffling, because I feel like that's all I've done. It's just giving you one big waffly update. Yeah, and get ready to go for this walk. I'm trying to walk a bit more as well because obviously my pelvic pain is quite bad at the moment, and obviously I want to try and keep the baby head down if I can and sort of get it into the right position. And the more active you are and the more movement you have, the better chance you have of it being in the right position. Don't get me wrong, it'll do whatever it likes at the end of the day, but there are things you can try and do to help it and try and prevent it being in a weird and wonderful position. So that is the plan. I'm going to take you along with me, and hopefully you'll be able to see Biffy as well, and we'll be able to get out and get some fresh air. But yeah, I'm going to go and get ready now. Okay, so I just thought I'd show you these before I go out, but my friend came around last night and brought me my birthday presents because we haven't actually seen each other. And I opened this and I sort of screamed because I was so excited. And they're actually, let's see if I can open them, a pair of welly boots, like the little ankle size ones, and I absolutely love them. Strangely enough, I think Ryan and I were in Jules like maybe a week, 10 days ago, something like that. And I saw a similar pair in there and I said to him, I'd really like a pair of those because I've already got Jules wellies, and I wear them normally when I go up to the farm with Ryan, but they are absolutely trashed. They're covered in mud, and obviously that's exactly what they're for. but they're not the kind of boots that I sort of chuck on to go walking and things like that. So I wanted a short pair like that I could just chuck on with jeans and wear sort of in wet weather, because it's quite wet where we live. It rains a hell of a lot. So yeah, and then I didn't buy any because I just thought, oh, we're going into spring summer, I don't need to buy them now, even though it's still raining now. And obviously she kindly bought a pair for my birthday. I hadn't told her, she just knows me really well. And strangely enough, Ryan's family, I had mostly money for my birthday, but Ryan's family bought me presents, and they bought me Jules stuff and bath bits as well. And obviously my friend did the exact same thing. I think it just shows that people know me so well. I'm obsessed with Jules. It's one of my favourite brands. I think their clothing is really good quality. I love their prints and their patterns, and I just think they're really classic. They're really pretty, really elegant, and yeah, and also everyone knows I love a good bath. I love a little bit of a bath bomb, a body scrub, a body lotion, whatever it is. I like a bit of that. So yeah, it shows that obviously they know me quite well. So yeah, I'm going to wear them today and take them for a spin down to the beach and give them a little go. They're all, what's the word? They are all fur lined. They've got like a fur lining in the bottom. And when I tried them on last night, I was walking around the house in them, to be honest, when she was here, just because I wanted to wear them. And they're actually really comfortable. It's a bit like wearing Chelsea boots. And I find they're a lot more stable, I guess, is that the right word? They feel a lot more stable on your feet than wellies do. So I think they're going to be perfect for sort of running in and out when it's pouring down with rain and things like that. And for days like today when you're out walking and you don't need proper walking boots and you don't need like full calf length wellies basically. So yeah, I'm going to stick them on and take them out for a spin today, I think. Okay, so I just thought I'd give you a little a little bump update, just because we don't have any clips of my bump. So here it is. Here's my 32-week bump. It's quite round, as you can see. It's getting quite big now. Okay, so I'm home now and it's quite a bit later. In fact, it's I think nearly 7 o'clock. Yeah, I went out and had a nice little walk with my friend and her puppy. We grabbed a cuppa in the coffee shop, and we managed to do about 7,000 steps, which I thought was quite good. By the time we were done, I was quite uncomfortable and I had a little bit of pain, so I think I walked a little bit too far in one go. But yeah, it was really nice to get out and get some fresh air. I think we made it back just in time because the weather turned pretty pants after that. But yeah, I then came home, I did some washing, I looked at a few bits and pieces on my phone, and then I decided to go and have a nap, which is something that I've not really done since I've been pregnant. And I don't know why, I just get this feeling like if you have a nap I just feel really lazy. And everyone just says to me like, just sleep whenever you can, especially because I'm not sleeping at night. But yeah, I just don't really like sleeping during the day. I don't know why. It's not lazy at all, especially when you're pregnant. Like, if you need sleep, you need sleep. So yeah, I decided to have a nap, and now I'm awake, sort of. I still feel a little bit sleepy, but I've just been watching a YouTube video and sorting out a few bits on my phone, and I realised that my eBay addiction has come back. I go through stages of I buy loads on eBay and then I just don't really buy anything because I don't really need anything. And at the moment I've just bought a load of random stuff. So yeah, a few things I've had delivered. I'm trying to think of like a good example. I did post something about it on Instagram the other day. Let me see if I can have a look. So what did I buy? I bought some wardrobe dividers for the baby's room, so it says like newborn, 0 to 3, 3 to 6, things like that, so that you can organise all the clothes that are hanging up so you know straight away which sizes they are. I bought a nappy caddy to carry sort of up and downstairs with all the bits and pieces in it, so that if you're downstairs during the day, you've got everything you need, you don't have to keep running up and downstairs. I bought some spray bottles so that I can make like the Mrs. Hinch Lenore spray and things like that. I've bought a breast milk collector. What else? I've bought some LED lights when I go into labour. Like just completely random things. And like, you can tell that I just don't buy anything on eBay, and then all of a sudden there's all these random purchases. So I had a few things in my basket and I just bought the whole lot in one go in the end. So yeah, they'll be coming throughout the week. But I'm trying to think. I was going to make dinner. Ryan's just phoned to say he's actually got caught up at work, so he'll be later. So I'm not going to put it on just yet. I think I'm going to try and edit a different vlog and maybe try and get some of that done, and then hopefully he'll probably be finished and I can make dinner, and then it'll be ready for when he gets home. And we just chill out then, I think, because it's Saturday evening. He's been working for 3 days in a row, so I think it's just going to be a quiet one. We're not going to do much, I don't think. And then I suppose we'll have to be up tomorrow to get some more bits sorted in the house. Hi everyone, I haven't vlogged in a couple of days, but I just thought I'd check in to let you know that we are off to one of our first antenatal classes tonight. Where we live, they do like one big antenatal class, and then there's like extra ones that you can go to. So tonight is the extra one, and it's a breastfeeding one at our local hospital, and I think it's about an hour and a half long. So yeah, we've just been rushing around trying to get ready. I've been working today, Ryan's been putting furniture together and things like that, and then of course we had all the recycling to get out, have to have dinner, and we need to get to the hospital. We don't actually live that far from the hospital, but because it's visiting hours, I don't know how busy the car park's going to be. So yeah, we're just ready to go and do that. Don't really know what to expect really. Obviously it's all going to be about breastfeeding. Hopefully it's going to be really helpful. Hopefully we'll learn something new. But yeah, other than that we're okay. I haven't done, like I said, I haven't vlogged much because I've just been working and I didn't really do much else at the weekend. Nothing exciting anyway. Yeah, I'll check in with you once we are done. Well, you might think that I am back in the same position or that I haven't moved, but actually I have. We've been to the hospital, waited for a while and no one turned up. And then one of the other midwives came out and said that apparently the lady teaching the class couldn't make it. So yeah, we've just had a trip to Sainsbury's and a Costa via the hospital basically. So yeah, that's been our evening. A little bit frustrating because we just seem to have one problem after the other with our team here where we live. And luckily, obviously I didn't take time out of work, but Ryan has, and now obviously we now need to reschedule another one so that he can come to the next one, which is just a bit of a faff really. But there we go, that's that. We've been to Sainsbury's and I picked up Gurgle magazine, so I'm going to flick through that and I think we're going to do some of our hypnobirthing. All sorted? Ryan's just been out in the garage to find bits and pieces. But yeah, that's the plan. I'm going to do that and I guess put my pyjamas on now, wash my jeans and everything. It's just go and do nothing. It's now Thursday and it's actually Thursday lunchtime. I've just sort of showered and got ready actually. I had a really lazy morning because I did not sleep well at all last night. I was up at about 3:30 and then didn't really sleep from then on. So I actually worked this morning in my pyjamas. Something that I don't like to do very often, but I couldn't face this morning. So yeah, it's now my lunch break. I'm all showered and ready because I'm going to go back to yoga tonight. It's been a couple of weeks since I've been to yoga actually because of half term, being off work sick, being away for our baby moon and things like that. So I'm going to go back tonight, and obviously you pay for 5 weeks in a row I think. So that's going to take me fairly close to my due date I think, and then I can add on a few weeks after that as well. So yeah, that's the plan for today. I've had loads of packages delivered today and I never get any post at all, and Ryan came in and he was like, wow, you've got loads. I I'm just in that stage at the moment where I just want to get everything done, everything sorted, everything organised. So I've been buying things like a crazy person and just having it all delivered because it's been easier than going out traipsing around looking for stuff. So yeah, I'll just show you how many packages and letters there are. Okay, so this is the pile at the moment. These are all mine, and that's just from today. So I'm going to get through them and see what is in there. And then I need to make a to-do list because I'm off work tomorrow, and I've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. Ryan is working for those 3 days, so I thought it'd be a good opportunity for me to get a few little bits and pieces done. And yeah, I'm going to make a to-do list so that I know what I'm going to need to do each day. Has anyone actually ever had this before? Amazon have sent me a free sample, which is really random. I've never had a sample from Amazon before, but they've sent this. And these remind me of those cat treats. What are they called? Dreamies, I think. But yeah, nice free sample from Amazon. Another thing that actually arrived today are the prints that I ordered for the nursery. And I ordered them online the other night and they've actually come really quickly. I'm not going to show you all of them because I think I'm going to do a bit of a nursery tour once it's all done. But I just thought I'd show you one to show you how cute they are. So this is one of them. And I'm quite happy with them so far. I haven't opened all of them yet. But now I need to add picking up the photo frames to my list for the weekend. Our bath support also arrived today as well. And it's the Angel Care one, and it's in the grey colour because obviously we didn't know if we were having a boy or a girl. But it's quite a bit bigger than I expected. But yeah, that's one thing else to tick on the list. And obviously this is just to sit in our bath. So yeah, I suppose we'll be testing that out soon. I'm back from yoga now and I had a really good evening actually. I'm glad I went, although I have found that with a bump it's definitely a lot harder than what I remember it being a few weeks ago. But it was good to see everyone and see how they're getting on. My friend actually goes as well, which is really nice to have another familiar face. But it's now just after 9 o'clock and I'm absolutely knackered now, so I'm going to actually clean out my what is this called? My diffuser, and put a new oil in that and set that up, and then I think I'm just going to either read a magazine or a book and try and go to bed quite early because I was up from like 3:30. So I'm quite tired now. But I'm going to end this vlog here and then I think I'm going to start a new vlog tomorrow because obviously I've got 3 days off work, so I thought that would be a nice group of days together to vlog. But yeah, I feel like this vlog's going to be really waffly and it's more been of like an update vlog I guess, because I haven't really done anything. But because I haven't vlogged in ages I thought I'd try and catch you up and whatnot. But either way, I'm going to end this vlog here. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching and we'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!